Hello, this is Bird Topaz here. Today's date is January 29th, 2017. Time is approximately 15:30 hours, plus or minus 1 or 2 minutes. On the fourth tour, and I dislike doing this kind of thing, but the stalking really has gotten hot and heavy within the last 2 or 3 days. I believe it's retaliation because a friend of mine is getting hacked. Sorry for that spit. The problem is within the last 2 days, anytime she texts me, she's getting hacked or monitored. And I'm beginning to really regard this as, retaliation. I sent her a text and I told her that she needed to go to the FCC and she needed to file a complaint because this really is not cool. My friend is harmless. She doesn't do anything to anybody. She's a woman with disabilities living at home with her husband in South Dakota. Doesn't do anything to anybody. Real innocent woman. Just a person who has had a tremendous amount of difficulty in her life. And she's getting hacked. Monitored on her phone. And I told her that she needed to contact the FCC because this has happened repeatedly. And so, I also put a message in a text to her. I said, whoever's monitoring us, you need to cut it out. This is you don't have a warrant. And I told them, I don't care what the NDAA or the Patriot Act says. You have no business doing this. This is unconstitutional. And so they really decided to pick up the gang stalking activity today. A lot of vehicular stalking. You can see the intense traffic. It's 3:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. This is not New York. No reason for traffic to be this heavy. And as I approach an area, I definitely stumbled across what can only be described as a threat tableau. That is a little scene arranged that was definitely meant to threaten me. I can't prove it. Not yet. Not in a court of law. Just yet. By the way, check this out and check the colors. Silver, gray. This is during broad daylight, so I don't know about the quality of this video. But there's, red, black. There was a red vehicle that passed by. Gray, black. Now there's the red right there. Oh, and they're zooming by. Afraid I'll take their license plates. It's pretty bad. So, hello, sir.
Hello.
So, when I come across this tableau, I will point it out to you. I am really pretty disgusted at this. Now all of a sudden, the illusion that vehicular stalking tries to create is they try to create this idea that the whole world is against you. That's what they try to do to the targeted individual. And by the way, there's about 2-3 people in this line that have their lights on. There's no reason for it. The sun is still out. Red truck, 2 red vehicles in a row. Quality of this is not very good. I apologize, but this is what I wanted to point out. Okay, this is a hole in the fence. It has been meticulously made. I mean, somebody really spent a lot of time on this. Now take a look at this. Orange sign. That is a color that has been traditionally used to color code or to try to color anchor me. As you can see in the earth, there's a figure I believe it's designed to look like me. It's supposed to be suggestive, I believe, of a body being buried. I'm facing a severe and serious condition right now. It's probably it's an undiagnosed form of parasites is what I believe it is. Now I'm going to point something out. I walked past this repeatedly in the last week or two, usually at night, not understanding what this was about. So I'm pointing this out. By the way, there's 4 black vehicles in a car going past. Somebody broke in, meticulously created a tunnel or a hole of some variety, and decided to create this nonsense tableau of this figure being buried. There was a neighbor, 2 red vehicles and a black one. There's no doubt. For a long time, I really didn't want to put videos up because I was wondering if they were starting to use me to trigger other people. I really wondered about that, if my videos were being used, and if other TI videos were being used as a way to spread fear into the American population. And the reason I think that is these guys are no longer really trying to hide their activities all that much. But I can tell you this, it's definitely illegal. It violates U.S. Code 18, Section 241. Now, at this point, I'm not so certain if this is the federal government, whether it's a state government, citizen watch groups, private security contractors, or all of the above. At this point, now that President Trump is in office, it is unknown who really is continuing to do this. But I'm making a video documentary so that in the event that this ever goes to court, that hopefully along with the weight of evidence that I'm building here, we can take care of business. This is Bird Topaz signing off Sunday, July 29th, or not July 29th, January 29th, 2017. Actually, before I sign out, I'm going to add a thought. It's my video. I get to do what I want. Who on earth did I harm to deserve this kind of treatment? This is the most anti-constitutional stuff that I've ever really seen. It's sadistic. Oh yeah. It's sadistic, and I really believe that people need to be made aware of this, because clearly I'm under some type of accusation. There's something being spread about me in this community. I'm being accused of something, probably different things to different people. Nobody has cottoned on to the fact just yet that I'm not guilty of what I'm being charged with. I'm not being tried by a jury of my peers. I do not know the accusation against me. I'm not being told what I did to anybody. And I'm being subjected to a lot of cruel and unusual punishment. I may be facing a life-threatening medical condition. Probable parasitism, unknown variety, but I have good ideas about what it is. Now, everything I've checked tells me that violates the Constitution. So the question I have for people here is this: who's being helped here? It isn't the community, because I assure you, I assure you that this is not going to benefit anyone here, because what can be done to me can be done to other people. And that's what really disturbs me, why nobody seems to be putting two and two together. What's being done to me can and will be done to other people. So it's a mystery to me why this is being allowed to do. Now, I made this video. I've noticed any time I go around on a tour, that's when the vehicular stalking really comes out. Now note, you see that up on the road? That's France Avenue beyond the fence. Notice how traffic has all of a sudden really lightened up. Whereas when I come around the bend, traffic always comes full force. That's vehicular stalking, friend. It's meant to be very intimidating, and I've been on the receiving end of this for a very long time. You draw the conclusions. Bird Topaz, signing out.